Well, good morning, guys. I've just landed here in one of the world's greatest cities. It was a long 11-hour flight from Vietnam, but I'm here. I only have one day because tomorrow I'm heading to Jordan. So I'm going to show you what you can cram into one day here in Istanbul. Now it's early. Plane landed about 5 a.m. It's now 7. I can't check into my hotel yet, though they tell me I can in a couple of hours, which is nice of them. Now this is Galata Bridge, and we're looking over the Bosphorus here. I'm so happy to be back here. It's really great. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Look at that. Now on your first visit to Istanbul, you must visit Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. It's just a short walk between the two. Entry to Hagia Sophia is €25, while the mosque is free. And in the vicinity, there's also the Chembalitis column, erected in the year 330. And to keep you busy, there's also an Egyptian obelisk. And finally, the last must-see on your very first visit is the Genoan Galata Tower. But hey, there's also so much more to see and do in this wonderful city. So let's get going. I'm going to show you all my favourite foods, get in as much as I can, and also take you to a few districts and areas where you might want to visit if you're just hitting this place on a one-day layover. Wow, that smells good. It smells so good. And if all those delicious savouries weren't enough, let's hook into a few sweets. Delicious pistachio milk cake. It's like a sponge cake with pistachios soaked in rich creamy milk. Absolutely delicious if you're a fan of pistachio and dairy, and honestly it is divine, really refreshing too. And before you can get out and start exploring, you've got to get yourself an Istanbul card, or you can use your credit card these days by scanning that as you enter the public transport areas. This card will let you travel around the city on buses, metro, tramways, and here at the tunnel. So this here is the Karakoy entrance to the tunnel, which is the funicular that goes between Galata Tower and down here at the waterfront. You can buy Istanbul cards in some of the top-up machines at the stations, but if you're just here on a quick layover, I recommend just using your credit card. We're going to go and take the ferry to Karakoy because that's on the Asian side, and that's something you should really do in your 24 hours here in Istanbul. There is another market, Eminönü, but if you've only got time for one, I suggest you go to Karakoy because the markets are similar, but if you go to Karakoy, you get to go on a ferry like that one out there, and the Bosphorus is amazing. And of course then you're also crossing over into Asia for a couple of hours. Once again, your Istanbul card comes to the rescue. That cost a whole 9 lira. You can't beat that. Now these ferries run about every 15 minutes between the different areas on both sides of the city, and they're a great way to get around. So let's go outside where I generally like to sit. You can go upstairs, but I like to sit out here. And enjoy the sun. Excuse me, guys. I don't want to be too close to the engine, do we? Let's actually go upstairs. Your money to come on the cruise and get over to Katakoy's market. The market too, I think, is a little bit better than Emianu, unless you really want to do some hardcore shopping. Emianu might be better in that way, especially for clothing and other things, but Katakoy's got great food and restaurants. Got a great food market and lots of restaurants, so let's go and check it out quickly. Can you imagine approaching Istanbul, or Constantinople as it was called back then, and seeing this building on the horizon? This is Hagia Sophia, or Hagia Sophia, and in its day when it was built, it was the largest indoor space in the world. None of these other buildings were there, or very few of them, and there was no Blue Mosque, there was no Topkapi Palace. There probably just would have been some huts, some rudimentary housing, and then there was this gigantic church perched right there on the headland as you came into the city. So after a 20-25 minute boat ride across the harbour, we've now arrived in Katakoy. Followed the crowds across the streets, across the square, across the streets, and up the hill slightly, and you'll come to these little back pedestrian walkways, and it's here you'll find a lot of shopping, restaurants, coffee shops and the like. So one thing that's very popular here is kokoreç and medie. So kokoreç is intestine and meat chopped up and put onto a bread roll, and midye are mussels cooked in lemon, sometimes chili, other ingredients. Very popular. Nice place to come for a drink. Fish, as you would imagine, beautiful fish from the Bosphorus. What I'm here for is the pickle shop. Let's go and have a cup of pickle juice. Have you ever drunk pickle juice? We've got some awesome delis here too, selling all kinds of things. Cheeses galore. Look at all those cheeses. Heavens to Betsy. Look at all those olives. The shopping here is fantastic, especially for produce. Nuts. And here we are. Turşu. Özcan Turşu. Best pickle shop in all the world. fantastic array of pickles. Look at all the veggies. That's superb. And not just pickles here, they've got all kinds of produce. Got honeys and juices. Look at this. Turşu suyu, pickle juice. This stuff is so good for you. It's unbelievable. Marmalades, honeys. Also got like pekmez, which is like a grape syrup, like a molasses. But we're here for a fresh pickle juice, so let's get one. Yeah, perfect. Look at that, guys. That is life in a cup. Shekla abi. Life in a cup. Fantastic. Let's try this. It's a shock to the system at first, but it truly is delicious. Oh my God. You can really tell that's so good for you. That's so healthy. It's something though you wouldn't have every day because quite salty and vinegary, but definitely once a week would be very good. And if you see there, I've got a few pickles in there as well, which I'll munch on. Heaps of great outdoor seating options at this time of year. Truly beautiful in the afternoon sun. Turkish coffee made right here.
Hello, Turkish coffee.
Oh yes.
Very nice.
Yes. One please. Bir tane.
Merhaba.
Merhaba. Okay. Canım one.
Okay.
Teşekkürler. Let's have a seat and a coffee, and then we'll jump back on the boat. Ne kadar?
Small 18, big 150.
No, small one.
Sugar, no sugar?
Sugar, yes. And why not end the day with a Turkish coffee? After all, I need a bit more energy to get through the rest of my evening. So what we have here is a little bit of lokum. And what you do is you bite off a bit of the lokum, like that. And you grab the coffee, and you let the coffee melt the lokum in your mouth. That's good. Now you'd think coffee like that, especially because I'm a latte girl, you would think that would be too strong. But actually it's really smooth. Turkish coffee is very nice. Now I'm looking a bit worn and worse for weather. Remember, I just arrived this morning on an 11-hour flight, so I'm doing well, I'm still going. Well, what a great way to spend an afternoon over here at Kadıköy. Definitely recommend you come across for the ferry ride. It's like taking a cruise on the Bosphorus. And also there's some great food and shopping options over here. Well worth your time. Oh my God, look at these cakes. That's pretty dangerous. Wow. These are very dangerous. The Lina buns. Oh my God. San Sebastian. There's just not enough time in one day to eat everything you might want. But I've tried my best. Alright guys, we're back on the European side now, and we've just come from the water down there. We're in Sakeji, which is where I'm staying. Now Sakeji is halfway between Eminonu, which is that way, off to the left, and Sultan Ahmet to the right, which is the main tourist area. So it's positioned perfectly. It's a great shopping area, it's quite bustling. My hotel's just down a little side street there. I'm staying at the Hampton by Hilton, and this is where we're coming for dinner. Donaji Celal Usta. Now this place has a fantastic Iskender. Now Iskender is a famous Ottoman dish, and it's probably Turkey's national dish. Certainly a very popular dish. It's a very big and heavy meal though, which I really shouldn't be eating, but I'm going to. Here, Iskender, 480. So that's a bit over $10. So it's beef, tomato, rich tomato sauce with yogurt. Fantastic. Comes with chips and salad too. Hello, good night. Quite busy. Yeah, so guys, this restaurant is famous for its meat. And the meal always comes with some pickles and some salad. They also serve it with French fries, but the Iskender is really special. I always ask for it to be super hot, because when it's super hot, the bread that's under it, cooked in the butter, gets crispy instead of soggy, and it makes all the difference. It really does. And that's what we call a fantastic Iskender. Look at that, guys, bubbling. Look at that, nice and hot, really hot, straight off the grill. Of course, we've got our salad, our chips, our pickles, but it's this that we're here for. That is incredible. Alright, so let's try some of this, the beef with the yogurt. Absolutely fantastic. The butter. And if you have a look under here, we can see the bread. And it's great when it bubbles with all the oil, or the oil from the butter. I need a knife, it's a bit stuck. But you can see it's crispy on the bottom there. That is delicious. Great chefs there. When you get the butter boiling underneath, it makes the bread crisp on the bottom. So it's soaked in all the tomato and juices, and then the butter has made it crispy underneath. It's absolutely divine. Insist that your Iskender is boiling when it comes out to you. Really recommend it. What more can I say? Well guys, with dinner done, there's only one thing left to do, and that's get some dessert before we retire for the evening. Our Sakeji's busy as always, and we'll get ourselves some kunefa. Now there's kunefa all over the region. Kunefa is a dessert made with cheese, believe it or not. And it's famous all through the Middle East, but the best kunefa is here in Turkey, and the best Turkish kunefa is here in Eminonu. Let's go and check it out. So it's been quite a day, quite exhausted. We'll end this vlog up here when we see how they make this beautiful kunefa. It's really, really delicious. Turkish food, I mean, honestly, you'd never go hungry in Istanbul, that's for sure. There is food everywhere, and it's all pretty good. Oh, it's just too busy. People everywhere. And here's my place coming up. Let's hope everything's as it was. Lizard shop. It's looking good, it's looking crowded. It doesn't look like there's anywhere to sit. It's totally full. They're making like tantunis here. And here's the Knefe. Abi merhaba. Delicious Knefe. Abi merhaba. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, good. How's my chef? Where's my chef? He's not here. No. Hello. Hello. Merhaba. Merhaba abi. Good to see you. Ice cream var mı? Yeah, Knefe ve ice cream. Tamam. Okay. Bir tane.
Resul.
Make it here on the coals, and then he tips syrup on it, and look at all those pistachio seeds. That looks amazing, doesn't it? Wow, guys, that's incredible. So we'll get one of those. We need somewhere to sit though. Oh, chop, chop, chop. Gazelle. So I'm sat down in this little alleyway next to the shop. We've got the shop over here. Knefe's on, be coming soon. Very busy little place. And the form of community, like, you know, you're eating with the people, you're down on the street. Very different than what we're used to where we come from. But the people are very nice, as you saw when they greeted me. I made some really good friends here in Turkey, and I really feel at home in Turkey. I could stay here forever. If you haven't guessed, it's my favorite country in the world. I think I said that at the beginning of the vlog. And Istanbul's my favorite city. How are you? Good?
Thank you. You?
Yeah, Jockey, and thank you. So we have our Knefe, Turkish style, but made here at Lezzeti Shark is the best in all of Turkey that I've tried, even better than Haffa Mustafa. And some Turkish ice cream, also with pistachios. The pistachios alone would cost a fortune in the West, but look at that. That's delicious looking, isn't it? Stretchy cheese dessert. And Turkish ice cream. You definitely need the ice cream to cut the sweetness. It's quite sweet with all that syrup. That is decadent, guys. Completely. Well, I think I've done well to show you my whole day here in Istanbul on a less than 24-hour layover. So definitely, if you're flying through Turkey, through Istanbul, because Turkish Airlines are one of the most comprehensive airlines these days, definitely choose to separate your flights, because you can come without a visa, spend 24 hours or 15 hours or whatever, get to see the city, and then get back to the airport and continue on your journey. Definitely worth it. So I hope you like this look at a day, smashing out a day here in Istanbul. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're Girls on the Loose, and we'll catch you in the next one.